We are back, Pesky Pole YouTube channel and Front Office Football 9. Once again, this is the third episode. We played two games. I am the GM of the New York Football Giants with fictional players and 16 game season old school, as you can see right there. After our loss to Dallas in week one, we got a big win in overtime over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But there are issues. There are issues. There are issues. First off, let's kind of check the game score here. Um, Once again, first of all, I don't think Pittsburgh's very good. Now, this is the cool thing about playing fictional players is you're trying to figure out who are the good teams. And we're starting to get a little better kind of feel of that too as we're going through here. But um, started off early in the game, Pittsburgh fumbled the ball. We are a turnover machine, a turnover forcing machine right now. Now, is that luck? Is that great defense? I don't think it's great defense. Our defense isn't great, but we're opportunistic. But anyway, we get the ball and we get a field goal out of it. So right away, I'm kind of like, "Oh, what's going on?" Pittsburgh goes down the field on us, makes it 7-3. We stall again to make it 7-6. Pittsburgh with two field goals, and those are actually short field goals. Our defense kind of stepped up in the red zone, helping the field goals, which is big in this ball game. We got down 20-6 now. In our last game against the Cowboys, we had the lead and blew it. Okay, down 20-6, but we kind of come back. We have a fumble return for a touchdown, a defensive score, 20-13, and then we get a 4 yard run from Reynolds, make it 20-20. Then in overtime, we get the field goal um, to win it 26-23. Pittsburgh kicked the field goal late in that game as well. But the big story in this game, and I'll show you real quick, is our quarterback, Javon Brooks, who I didn't trash on this episode, but I just said that he's not going to be him. I mean, he's not going to be the franchise quarterback. We're going to have to deal with him for a couple of years, but he's not the guy. Well, he broke his hip early in the game. He went 6 for 12. He actually was looking pretty good. Um, and we bring in Warren McHenry. Warren McHenry was not sharp. 12 for 29. He threw a big interception as well. We were driving in the fourth quarter and in field goal range to take the lead in that game, and he threw a pick. And that's one thing Javon Brooks does not do. I mean, his profile, we went over it last week in our YouTube video. His profile is a guy who protects the football. And Warren McHenry, not so much. So that's an issue. So Javon Brooks is gone for about 7 weeks or so. So we got to make some decisions here today. So here's McHenry. Let's go look at Warren McHenry, his his profile here. Backup quarterback from Virginia. He's 31 years of age. He's 6'3", 215. Um, he's got pretty good chemistry with some guys. You know, mild negative against with Reynolds there. Very much loyalty. Not a really good leader. Not real smart. Got a strong personality. Not real popular. In terms of actual skills, though, here's the issue we have: passing touch 31, throw quality 42, arm strength 44. Does likes to run, not really. Good decisions, not really good. Accuracy 67. Read the defense is a 6. Not good. Not good. Confidence 29. Secure the ball 52. So I bagged on Javon Brooks, and I think the karma got me. I think the front office football guys said, "Oh, really? You don't like a quarterback? Well, we're going to put him out now for a while, and you're going to love Javon Brooks now." So I have a decision to make in terms of, well, I'm not sure what decision I can make right now. Let's go to the interview report real quick on this. Let's go to my roster. The other issue I have is my punter also is hurt. I got a really good punter. I got a good punter and a good good place kicker. I did that on it's a pretty good situation there. I like that. I like having good punters and good kickers. I know people don't, really value those as much, but I think they're huge in a lot of close games. So he's out too. With he got hurt during the game. Um, that was not a good sign there. I think I had one punt without him. I think my place kicker punted one and hit it like 30 yards. So here's the situation. We got Josh Cully last week and Trevard Reynolds. Okay, both are battling in there. Cully, did he play at all? Let's see if he played. No, he hasn't played at all. So he was on the roster last week, but did not play. Reynolds, let's do his game log. He played against the Cowboys, didn't play. But he was active, but it wasn't out there. Um, so I'll probably keep him active as well, um, and so forth. In terms of what I gotta do now, so the question is there any quarterbacks out there? Here's the question. So let's take a look here. Quarterbacks. What do we have out there in quarterbacks? All right. We got Gus Castile. We got a rookie out there. Not going to bring a rookie in. I just need somebody. Let's look at this guy right here. Gus Castile. There we go. All right. So Gus Castile. No passing touch. Good Lord. I want a guy who protects the ball. He does not do that at all. He senses the rush. He can't read the defense. So I don't. He's Notre Dame, a Golden Domer. I don't like that guy. Let's go on here to Steinman from Western Michigan, undrafted, secures the ball 44. It's not real. I mean, I'm confident he's not going to get great ratings, but he maybe. What about Casey Gonzalez? He's got a little bit of development to go still. Arm strength, likes to run a little bit, good decisions, no. Throwing accuracy, read the defense, not bad. Secure the ball, not bad. Wants a winner. He's a leader. He's strong. He's got a lot of seasonal rush. So he's a guy from Florida State. We bring in. He's kind of my leader. I kind of like Casey Gonzalez. I mean, none of these guys are going to do a whole lot for us. But I'm going to go ahead and sign him. Got a contract here. I would like to sign for more than 1 year though, because he's a guy that's going to develop. I mean, just to have maybe as a backup. I mean, he's still developing a little bit. So can I get him 1 year? So let me see here. All right. Maybe you can't get him for one. Maybe he's not. He doesn't want it more than 1 year. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. 1 year. All right. Now I got to make a change. I think I can put Brooks on the IR. So I can put him on the IR. Yes. guess I got to put my punter on the IR too. And those two guys I can bring back. I got three guys in the IR right now. So there's one guy. So I got one guy in the reserve. Okay, so I got the quarterback in the reserve. So that's fine. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put the punter on, and I can activate those two guys. So anybody else goes on the reserve that I can't bring them back. All right. So now I got to go find a punter. This guy's got $1 million. Good Lord. Jordan Morrow. We're going to go ahead and get him. Let's see what he does. Pick holding, punt distance, hang time, accuracy. I mean, it isn't great, but we're kind of on the shits right here with this. So, all right, there we go. We got total players, active players 47, and active right here. Let's go to an active. Who do we have an active right now? We've got Lauren Holly inactive, a quarterback. All that's good. So I like to kind of do this real quick here. Let's kind of look at the rest of the league. I want to show you something really cool too. I found out messing around a second ago. So real quick, we go over the Bills are 2-0 now. Steelers go to 0-2. 0-2 is kind of a death nail. Panthers are 2-0. They look pretty good, and we play them next. No, no, we play Seattle next. I'm sorry. Panthers are 2-0. Browns are 2-0 over the Redskins. Falcons go to 1-1. The Rams go to 2-0 with the Jets. Lions 1-1. Saints 2-0. So we'll see if the Saints are for real. Look at the 2-0 teams. Who's for real here? Um, Titans go to 2-0. The Cowboys we played last week. I think the Cowboys are pretty good. I think the Cowboys are pretty good. They're 2-0. They beat me pretty good. Score wasn't indicative of it because I kind of hung in there a little bit with my turnovers, but they're pretty good. Um, I think they're the best team in there. What are the Eagles? The Eagles are 1-1 now. Got beat there, and the Redskins are 0-2. So I think the Cowboys are the class of the NFC East. Vikings are 2-0. The Vikings put up 59 points in week one, so a little closer game here. They're 2-0, and the Seahawks are 1-1. The Seahawks we play next, 1-1 there. So this is pretty cool. Let me go and check the standings. So if you go into probability, okay, here's the standing. This is playoff probability, okay? So you let this run, and this is playoff projections in terms of your percent. And they kind of run through, and as the more they just do these tests, you see up top there, so they run for a little bit. So I'm guessing they're basing this on your remaining schedule, your standings right now, and your roster and kind of how you won your games. So with that being said, um, the New York Giants, my New York Giants are 1-1 right now. We don't have a quarterback um, who's out, and we we won our game against the Steelers because we were +4 in turnover margin and won in overtime. Once again, we were +3 or +2, we're +3 against the Cowboys and lost by 10. Normally, if you're plus whatever in the NFL, you win the game most of the time. And the fact you either you win pretty +4, you win pretty easily. You blow teams out. So anyway, let's count Taylor's real quick. So top, so the team right now that's playoff projections have the top seed is the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so they're saying that the maybe the Browns and the Saints are the two best teams in football in terms of a Super Bowl matchup. The Vikings we talked before are up there too. Carolina's up there. So those are the teams right there that have that shot. Bye. Their percentage you're gonna get a bye. Cleveland's up there again. Tennessee, New Orleans, Minnesota. So these are all based on, I guess, on the roster, on division going forward, and so forth. Division champion, Tennessee, Cleveland, the Cowboys with a 40% chance to win the division. So I'm guessing they think the Eagles might be able to get them. The Eagles are down there a little bit too. Um, you'll notice you don't see the New York Giants anywhere. Let's go down and scroll the New York Giants. So 1-1, I mean, is not horrible record, right? But this is how this is in terms of what we're doing right now. We have no shot of getting the top. We have no shot of getting the bye. Less than 1% chance winning the division. Okay. Philadelphia's got 13% win the division. Cowboys have 40. Washington's up there. So this is interesting. Washington's 0-2. They have a 52% chance of winning the division now over the Cowboys. So interesting. They must think the Redskins are a pretty good team that maybe had some weird losses. That's interesting right there. I have to watch that. Anyway, so I can't win the division. I have a less than 1% chance right now because it's changed of making the playoffs. So we're gonna, I would probably think with this team right now, the injuries we have, that makes sense. So pretty cool. Playoffs, okay, all this stuff here. So here's this right here. This gives you the wild card leader, which is pretty cool. So right now the playoffs would be Buffalo in the AFC, Buffalo, Cleveland, Tennessee, Denver, with Baltimore and Oakland getting in the playoffs. Let's kind of scroll down here to the NFC East right now. You've got the Cowboys, the playoff spot, the Vikings, the playoff spot, the Saints, the playoff spot, the Rams, the playoff spot, and Arizona and the Panthers wild card things right there. Um, so that's pretty good. Let's see what these things here say. The CCR combined rank points scored minus points allowed. Okay. Let's see what this is here. Oh, no, because this is your margin of victory. So this is a good idea. So the Bills are plus 40, Dolphins minus 17, Patriots minus 23, Tennessee's plus 34. I'm sitting at minus 7. So I guess the Redskins are they're 0-2, but have lost, I guess, two close games. I guess that's their feeling right there. So that's interesting there. Let's see what this is here. Oh, this is conference net points, division net points. This is net touchdowns scored minus touchdowns allowed. Let's see, we're kind of minus 2. That's an interesting little stat too. I like all these stats. It's pretty cool. I'm discovering this right now. I haven't looked at this yet, so pretty cool. That's good stuff. Let's go to news here. We've got all this going on. All right, leaders. Um, John Roberts for the Vikings. Gonna hover over him. I'm not sure you can click on his name. There you go. Yep. Hold on. That's the leading quarterback right now. Look at that, 100 throwing accuracy. That'd be nice to have a guy like that. Secure. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's accurate with the ball. Timing. God Almighty. When's his contract up? His contract is. Oh, he's locked up for a while. So I thought I might snag him in the free agent market. No, no. Cameron of Baltimore up there. Points scored 42.5 for the Vikings. They've been pretty good. So that's pretty cool there too. All right. So let's go ahead and kind of get fast forward here to the week. I always put on the injured report. I can see how these guys do. Obviously, put it over here. Let's run today's actions. Let's run today's actions. It's now Wednesday. It's now Thursday. It's now Friday. I make some moves here in the active roster. Once again, I do the active roster. I decide all that. My coaches do the depth chart for me, and so I'll make a decision here about these guys here. I may sit Josh Cully here in a second. It's Saturday. Cully 85%. Randall Condo is also hurt right there. 82%. I mean, these guys haven't played a whole lot. I'm not sure I have a whole lot of things here. So let's go ahead and see. Flanker. I mean, both flankers are kind of. I would maybe need two flankers and a linebacker. Let me see what I have here. So I've got two linebackers here. I've got two flankers. I'm gonna go put these guys in a little bit, see what they can do. Claiborne, activate him. I'm gonna activate Logan Holly. Um, Linebacker. Let me see what I've got here. Pimentel. Pretty good defensive diagnosis. I like that. Intercepting. Pass rush strength. That's pretty good. I might use him here. Let me check the other guy. Mo Spafford. He's younger. I'm gonna put Pimentel in there. Activate him. And I'm gonna go ahead and oh crap. Let me see something real quick. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and deactivate Condo. He's a good player. Deactivate Condo. We're gonna deactivate Reynolds. And then we're going to deactivate Cully. Do that right there. All right, so let's see what happens with this. We go to the game prep day. We're now on Sunday. Let's go ahead and take out our lineups real quick. Who is starting? Warren McCarron gets to start. I want to check my other quarterback out there real quick, though, too. Roman Willingham. Um, so Roman Willingham got a little more passing touch. He secures the ball more. I think I'd actually rather start him, but that's not my choice. I can tell the coach maybe, but in a game, I may go ahead and put Roman in the ball game a little bit if Mr. McHenry is struggling a little bit. So here's our starters right now with McHenry. We got Sosa at running back. I like Sosa a lot. The one thing I don't like how our coach doesn't give him the ball enough. When he does, he's pretty explosive. Logan Holly's going to start today. That's interesting right there. Let's see who's starting. Claiborne's getting the start as well. Linebacker. Um, we've got Brian Noel there. So our guy we just went ahead and activated is now starting. He'll provide some depth. So that's kind of how that's going there. So all right, we've got the Seahawks this week. Let's go ahead and check out the Seahawks. What are the Seahawks doing? Let's first check their injury report for them. So they got three injuries here. They're all active. Questionable and probable. They're split end. There's Cannon. He's nothing special. So him being out's not a huge deal. Or him not fully in full strength. The defensive end's pretty good. And he's banged up. That could be help. And Reginald Duffy's pretty good too. So that's a linebacker. If he's banged up, that helps a lot there too. Let's go team overview a little bit. The Seahawks, they beat Arizona 13-6. Beat the Patriots 30-14. Points scored 28th. Points allowed. So they have really good defense. So that's not our offense is pretty horrible. So that's not a good match. It's gonna be a low scoring game. The over and under this game could be about 23. Rushing yards, they run the ball. They run the ball fifth. They don't allow people to run the ball. Passing yards 25th. Passing allowed sixth are good. Sacks allowed. We are great in the sacks allowed department. Let's go ahead and look at the New York over real quick. So to give you an idea, we're 22nd in points scored. We're 15th in points allowed. We're dead last. There's 30 teams in football or 32. I mean, are we 30th or 32? I think it's 30, right? I'm dead last in rushing yards. I'm 26th in rushing yards. We kind of get gashed on the run too, so that's not a good matchup right there. Passing yards, 30th, 18th in passing yards allowed. Sacks allowed, only allowed three sacks. We protect our quarterback. We protect our quarterback. We have five sacks as a team, which is tied for first. That's pretty good. 32 teams. We're 31st. Total yards 246. Uh, Turnover margin is +6. That's kind of what we do. We try to get you to turn the ball over. We get you to turn the ball over. That's what we do. That's what we do. All right, let's kind of look at Seattle real quick. So their quarterback, I saw this too. Their quarterback leads them in rushing. Tevin Alex. Okay, so he likes to run. Okay, not really great arm strength, not great throw quality, bad passing touch. Not his accuracy's getting better, so he's kind of a project. Let's see what it is. He's 6'5", big kid out of North Carolina, 24 years old, young. So he could be a future star in this league. Right now, he's a little bit rough, a little bit raw, kind of guy who sees his first read and takes off and runs. Secures the ball pretty decently. Not a lot of confidence there. Um, so it's gonna be a low scoring game. We're gonna have to hope that he turns the ball over when he throws it. We can get some picks. We can get some pressure on him. But he runs the ball mainly. Muhammad Oaks, and so it's really the running game is from him. It's from him. So interesting team right there. So that's our next game. We are going on the road to Seattle. It's a tough place to play. 1-1. The stats, the analytics say we're not going to win the ball game, but we will have to see about that. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll check you out again after the Seahawk game and let you know what's going on with the quarterback situation. Maybe Roman Willingham will come out off the bench and light a fire over the New York Giants. We will see. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.